And there's Cookie Carrasco towing the slab of the boogie down here tonight. See, on the year, numbers are rounding out. Not so great so far, but he's got a great track record. The Yankees are really counting on him. And let's check out the Nissan pitcher scouting report for Carlos Carrasco. And you know it's Command Central because Command is Central. And then the ground game, he really needs to get the ball down, get it on the ground. His career average in that regard is 48% ground ball rate. Just 36 so far this year. So September 13, 2009 was his first start against the Royals.
All right, let's do it here in the Bronx. The first pitch is a strike, and we are underway.
Tony, is that a misprint, 2009?
Yes.
That's a ways back.
Yes, he's been around the block.
The 0-1. 1-1. Well, India started out with a .409 on base percentage first 10 games, but he's 1 for 17 over his last 5. And the Royals went out and got him because their leadoff hitters last year had a major league low .270 on base percentage. So they traded Joey Weimer and Brady Singer to the Reds for him. 2-2. Take a look at the Yankee defense. Dominguez in left, Grisham in center, Judge over in right. Infield, Cabrera, Volpe, Chisholm, and Goldschmidt. Rawls behind the plate. Ben Rice, the DH, and the veteran Carrasco is on the mound. Game time weather presented by Bigelow, the official hot tea of the Yankees. 59 degrees. It feels about that. We're safe with rain. 51% humidity. The wind is blowing from right field to left field. A little different than Friday, right, Paul?
Unbelievable. Coney, you wouldn't believe it. You just held out until it got warm. I see what you did.
I brought it with me, yes.
India's been a solid player for Cincinnati. He was a Rookie of the Year in 2021, so they're bringing him over here. Pretty good offensive player. He draws a walk right there.
All right, it's time for the keys to the game, brought to you by your local Kia dealers.
Well, winning ways, trying to get back to them. They've lost back-to-back series against the Tigers and the Giants. You got to turn that thing around. And best of the best. We've been over it with Judge and Witt. They were number 1 and 2 in the AL MVP voting last year. Two of the better players, no doubt about it. And help on the way. Clark Schmidt will start on Wednesday. This starting rotation has got to get better. 5.40 ERA, highest in the majors.
There's Bobby Witt. 332, 32 homers, 109 ribbies last year. Popped up. Goldschmidt will make the play. All right, Marvin Hudson is the home plate umpire. He's considered pitcher friendly. Calls more outside strikes, more inside strikes on righty batters. And Marvin, the crew chief, in his 28th big league season. Trip Gibson's at first. Ryan Blakeney is at second. And Junior Valentine is over third. Royals come in 8-8. And the Yankees come in with a record of 8-7. Pasquantino takes low.
Yeah, the Royals waiting for their offense to turn around. Their starting pitching's been really good, and it was good last year too. Took them all the way to the playoffs, but so far this year offensively they have really struggled.
The Royals really leaning into that old school powder blue look, right? Wow. The unis and the white kind of two-tone helmet. That's a new feature.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the uniforms, the helmet. Yeah, that draws a blank. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah,
yet.
That's a new one. Powder blue is back.
Rip foul.
Wow.
If I squint, I can, I'm almost seeing Hal McRae, UL Washington,
yeah, UL with the toothpick in his mouth, right?
Al Cowens.
(3-1) on Pasquantino. Pasquantino missed the final 27 games of the year last year with a right thumb that was broken, but he made it back for the playoffs. But he was 3 for 23 in the postseason for the Royals. 3-2.
Well, he's the power guy. To your point, Paulie, they really need him to stay healthy and be the run producer in the middle of that order, the guy who can really change a game with one swing of the bat.
Yeah, he had an injury last year, broke a thumb, and their offense went way down drastically. And, you know, he was responsible. He had 98 RBIs, I think, in like 100 games. So he was a run producer.
Second walk of the inning for Carrasco, and Boone has come out and said this the last couple of days. We've got to cut down on the walks. The Yankees have been walking way too many people because you're putting free people on base. The Yankees 12.4% walk rate. That's the highest in the majors. Major league average is 9.2. So they're walking too many people. Came back to bite Rodon yesterday as well.
Yeah, that 9.2 is up league wide too. Usually stabilizes in around 8%, somewhere in the 8s.
Perez takes a strike. He's going to be 35 in May, his 14th big league season. Catching fewer games than he has in the past. About a 55-45 split with Freddie Fermin behind the plate. Plays some first base and also DHs.
You know, the problem that you have in terms of approach with regards to Carlos Carrasco is that you have to almost be more aggressive to throw strikes, but you have to be on the edges too. So the real key is early in the count, throwing your breaking balls for strikes, pitching backwards. Because if you miss with that, now you're in a quandary. Now you got to come in there, and if you don't, you end up walking a couple of guys like this inning. You almost have to be more aggressive early in the count to try to get ahead.
Cody, you went through that, I'm sure, in your career where, you know, as soon as you broke in, you could make a mistake. Your velocity was up. You could get away with things. Now, you know, in his career, you almost have to pitch perfect. You cannot miss location-wise.
And you got to land that breaking ball for strikes.
Swing and a miss. Got him on the change. 2 away.
Good finish pitch right here. You can see kind of the split grip, corkscrew spin, tumbling dice, as Kenny Singy used to say.
It's an old Rolling Stones song. I like it.
Yep.
That brings up Michael Massey. 1 hit in his last 12 at-bats. Royals in the middle of a long road trip, a 10-game road trip. They just left Cleveland, where they won on Sunday to avoid getting swept. Then it's the Yankees and then Detroit. Two 2-0. And one thing the Royals do not do is hit home runs. They have 8 home runs in 16 games. Toronto is tied with them. 8 home runs is not a lot of home runs.
Yeah, that's a shocker, too, when you hear Toronto up there, too.
Mohegan Sun team scouting report. Struggling offense.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 4th lowest in the major leagues per game. They're just, and you already talked about it, fewest home runs, only with 8. Great starting pitching, though. 2.77 ERA, leads the American League. And watch out for Witt. We talk about his talent. I mean, Bobby Witt can do everything. Average power, speed, great shortstop.
First and second. Top of the first. 2-2 count. Check swing, and the count is full. That releases the runners. 3-2, 2 outs. And he didn't go.
On the mound saying, how can you take that pitch?
Yes, exactly. I needed you to swing it back.
Fly ball left field. Dominguez is there. Dominguez puts it away, and that'll do it. So he pitches around the 2 walks as the Royals strand 2, and the Yankees are coming to bat.
The catcher throws, not in time.
Welcome to the show, where everyone and everything is connected. Those obsessed with the game can take the complex and make it simple. That's why Major League Baseball chose Extreme Networks to advance their game.
Then Aaron Judge and right. Austin Wells will catch. Cleaning up first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. Jazz Chisholm Jr. at second, and Anthony Volpe the shortstop. Batting seventh, switch hitting left fielder Jason Dominguez. Trent Grisham gets start in center, and Oswaldo Cabrera at third base will bat ninth.
And here is Seth Lugo. And he is a tough customer, off to a decent start once again. He can spin it. He can pitch a little bit. He's wanted to start for a long time. Finally getting a shot over the last couple of years, and he was right. He's a starter. Coming off a career year last year, he was second in the Cy Young Award voting to Tarek Skubal. And spin master, he can really spin his breaking stuff with a big-time curveball. One of the best in the game.
Ben Rice will lead off against Lugo. Crack foul down the right field line.
Well, Ben Rice comes out of the on-deck circle. He's right on the fastball, Coney. You're gonna see a lot more breaking balls as the time goes by, because he has been able to spin and just open up on that fastball.
That was the area that he kind of got exposed last year. His pitches in, cutters in from righties, sinkers from lefties in, and he's really made that adjustment.
Yeah, he's opened his stance a little bit, if you've noticed, and it just makes it a little bit easier to, you don't cut yourself off by being open. You see the ball a little bit longer and still just waffle that inside pitch.
Here's the defense for the Royals. Pretty good defense. Waters in left, Isbell in center, Biggio over in right. Infield, Garcia, Witt, Massey, and Pasquantino third to first. The veteran Perez behind the plate. India the DH, and the veteran righty Lugo on the mound. Now Lugo made a lot of news last year because he had 9 different pitches. And now he has added kind of an ephus slow curve pitch. So now he has 10 different pitches from which to choose.
I call eyewash on that.
Okay.
Hit sharply.
Wow.
And grabbed there by Massey on the backhand. Well, StatCast Google says, is this eyewash? It's from Google Cloud. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There's some tomato in there, in my opinion. You can group a couple of those together.
See the slow curve, Coney? It's the only one he throws for a ball. The rest of them are right down the middle.
Here's the Yankee captain, and we told you during the Open that he is the captain of Team USA for the WBC next year. They're calling him Captain America. Mark DeRosa, who's going to manage the team, called up Mike Trout, who was the captain for the previous WBC, and he said, what would you think? And without a blink, Trout said, he's the one. Fouled away.
It's pretty hard to say no when Aaron Judge is your captain. And if
Yeah.
he calls you and says, hey, Paul, you want to play on my team?
Yeah.
Yes, I'll come.
Sir.
That's the kind of respect he has in the game.
And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. 93-mile-an-hour fastball, 2 away.
Remember that last, did you watch Aaron Judge, and there you talk about spinning a little bit. He actually challenged him there and got away with it. It's kind of pitching backwards, right?
Exactly. I mean, you got to protect. You think about spin and four-seamer right on by.
Austin Wells takes a strike, so batting in the 3 spot in the order today.
Yeah, the last time we were talking about that event that Aaron Judge is captain of, it was Mike Trout who struck out against Ohtani, his teammate, to end that.
And I think the excitement of the last WBC caught the attention of the guys that didn't sign up to play. And I think they're going to get a lot more of their best players to take part. Although that was a pretty good team they put together.
Yeah.
Ended up losing to Japan in the final. And as Paul mentioned, Otani strikes out Trout for the final out of the game. 1-2. 2-2 on Wells.
I'm not sure if there's ever a scenario in the future to where you do it in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
WBC, it's sort of hockey style, all-star game, take a couple weeks.
Grounded to the third baseman, Garcia. Had him play beautifully. And Lugo retires the Yankees in order, 1-2-3. We'll go to the second here in the Bronx.
We all love the big moment. The big moment doesn't start with the big result. It starts with the yard work. Because the big moment is just one moment forged by 1,000 moments. Strauss in Major League Baseball. Gear up, go yard.
Fair. Told you he'd know the best spot.
The all-new Nissan Armada, starting at $56,520.
Weight loss.
For so long,
I felt stuck. But Zepbound means change. Zepbound is for adults with obesity to help lose weight and keep it off.
it's changing what I believe is possible when it comes to weight loss. It's changing how much weight I lose, up to 48 pounds.
And some lost over 58 pounds.
Don't take if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems.
Zepbound means change. Ask your doctor about Zepbound.
Some of the items on the docket tonight.
Well, A right there, he's due. Judge hasn't hit a home run in a while, so maybe tonight's the night to fulfill that.
Michael Garcia is going to lead off. Want to keep him off base. He had 37 stolen bases last year. And a strike.
And the important thing about that 37 stolen bases, Michael, he only had 39 attempts. He was only thrown out twice all year.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's like you in your last season.
Yeah, well.
Well, you're like 20 for 21?
I don't know. I think my cane broke on the last one. I got thrown out.
One and two. Now Garcia had a little dust up in Game 4 of last year's ALDS. Jazz Chisholm Jr. took issue with his slide into Anthony Volpe. Bench is empty. There wasn't a real fight though. Grisham hardly had to move. And here's what we're talking about. Jack said, I just felt like he tried to go and injure Volpe because he was being a sore loser. There's Biggio. And a strike.
That was just a little conference out there. In the old days, though, the Yankees and the Royals, they went out there for business.
Oh,
you know
man. Throwing haymakers.
that? Yes.
I mean, we showed it so many times on Yes, but you can never get tired of George Brett just sliding into third and just throwing haymakers at Greg Nettles, and then nobody gets thrown out of the game.
Yep.
Just everything's fine. 5 minutes later.
You know, in that fight, and there was a documentary about George Brett. He told a story that he was on the bottom of the pile, and on top of him was Thurman Munson. And Munson said, "It's me, George. I'm not going to let anybody cheap shot you."
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a great story. Great story about Thurman. Tells you a lot about Thurman Munson. And I got to have that one.
2-2.
You think
3 and 2.
The framing of pitches, and you saw how much Wells moved that. You think that can affect you
Absolutely.
in a bad way?
Yes, absolutely.
Swing and a miss. Got him on the slider. Well, just to keep our streak alive, we want to show you that fight again.
See the little kick? Nettles kicked him. Gave him a little kick. Here comes the kick. Watch the kick. Yeah, hey, bam. Right back at you. Gator right in there, too.
You know the old-time highlights, when they don't even fill up the whole screen, you know, the sides are black. You mean that's from the old days.
I once asked Nettles about the kick, and he said, "You ever walk in the backyard and you step in what your dog left?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "You kick it off. That's what you do." There was no love lost between those two.
To this day.
Yeah. Nettles holds grudges. There's the
So
kick.
does George. George Brett hates the Yankees to this day.
Ground ball to Chisholm. Gets Waters. And the Royals go down in order as we go to the bottom of the second. Season blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. Paul Goldschmidt will lead off the bottom of the second inning. Against Seth Lugo, he has 7 hits and 11 at-bats, 2 of the 7 home runs. There's a strike. Got off to a great start, hitting .357. Slow breaking pitch, 0-2. ground ball right side. Massey from the outfield grass fires. Not in time. Goldschmidt beat it out.
Smells it.
Well, you put the ball in play, you never know. This Massey went deep and just, kind of took his time knowing the Goldschmidt was running, but then all of a sudden couldn't make it up.
Right about here, you start to smell it,
yeah.
right? You got it. Get it.
Man, you're just fighting those legs to run faster.
That's all he's got. Ooh, good. Right to the front of the bag, too.
Yeah, it makes such a difference. I mentioned that the other day that, ideally you want to hit the front of the bag. And this is one of those little tiny things that you're taught in Little League, but people have kind of forgotten about. Always try to hit the front part of the bag. It takes away time.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. jumps on the first pitch and lofts it to center field. Isbell is there to make the play. And that brings up Anthony Volpe. He really stepped up in the postseason for the Yankees last year. In the ALDS against Kansas City, he reached in 7 of his 16 plate appearances, .438 on base percentage. 1-0. Yankees have to get right. They've lost 5 of their last 7. They've lost 4 of their last 5 series. And last 7 games, they haven't really hit much. Fly ball right field, backing up Biggio. He takes a tiny leap to bring it in. 2 down.
Boy, both pitchers on both sides pretty efficient, going after people. Balls have been hit hard, but plays have been made defensively.
Here's Jason Dominguez, hitting .239 overall, but in his at-bats against righty pitching, he's 10 for 26. That's .385. Cooking up something special with Hexclad. Join the hybrid revolution at hexclad.com. So he has 3 doubles against righties, a home run, on base percentage of .407. And you can see against lefties, it's a different story, and he is a switch hitter. But the Yankees think that side will come around. .3-0 on Dominguez.
Coney, looking back when you were playing in Kansas City, Kansas City's been on a run with football. So it's become kind of a football town. But back then, it was a baseball town, right? To begin with, right?
Yeah, it was, and certainly in the late 70s and leading up to their World Series championship in 1985.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was. Chiefs had some dark years in there before a kid named Mahomes showed up.
Goldschmidt at first, held there by Pasquantino. And a walk to Dominguez. First and second. 2 outs for Grisham.
That's what Dominguez does well from the left side. He controls the zone much better and takes his walks.
Yeah, especially early in the count. Every once in a while, he'll swing over the top, that ball down and in, as most young people do when they start to panic with 2 strikes. But you're right, he does. He swings at strikes for the most part.
So here's Grisham playing center field tonight. Kind of jumps out at you, Meredith, that Bellinger, a lefty batter, is not in there. What's up?
Michael, you wondered if there was something wrong with his back, and while Aaron Boone said he's still receiving treatment, he is okay. They're just in this stretch of 13 games in a row, and Aaron Boone saying that he wants to kind of pick and choose his battles with Bellinger here early in the season. Doesn't want to push him too hard during this stretch, wants to make sure he is healthy for the duration. So you see him right there. He is available off the bench. He is okay and is expected to be back in there tomorrow.
1-1 on Grisham. He also wants to get Grisham in as much as he can. Grisham has certainly hit well with 3 home runs and 9 ribbies, hitting .344.
That's the salient point right there. Like, you want to see this guy swing the bat right now, the way he's going.
Yeah, we were talking that he had a good spring training, and as a not an everyday player, that's the best time to get your opportunity. Coming right out of spring training where you're still fresh and playing a lot.
Isbell is there to put it away, and the Yankees strand 2. We're going to the 3rd here at the stadium. 0-0. Vehicles of the Yankees. Tonight's picture is of the Yanada family, who were at the game yesterday, plus their grandpa is watching from home. Hey, Gramps, hope you're enjoying the game. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride and mention yes in pictures you post to social media to reflect your love for the Bronx Bombers. We might spotlight you in a future game. Kyle Isbell leads off, jumps on the first pitch and skies it foul. David, I like the powder blues. I don't like the helmet.
You don't like the helmet?
Has a softball feel.
It's almost like the way back Atlanta Braves helmets.
True, and the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
And my buddy Carl Ravitch sent me a picture of the Orioles used to have that too.
Yeah. The baby blues, I think it's their best uniform, but I don't know. I like that KC.
So you're not a trucker hat kind of a guy?
Didn't say that. Big Von Dutch.
Von Dutch. Wow, there's a name from the past.
It's back again.
Is that right? A little retro?
Everything old is new again, Paul.
Oh, we're real new then, aren't we?
Well, you don't throw your ties away. They come back in style.
Swing and a miss. On the change, Isbell down on strikes. Third strikeout for Carrasco.
You can see the split grip. And that's the thing about Carrasco. When he's right, he can get swings and misses. So we talk about him having to have command and be control guy. He's getting he's missing some bats tonight so far. That's a really good sign.
Here was India. So India last year for the Reds doubled in 8 straight games. That one's hit sharply, knocked down by Cabrera. He recovers, fires, got him. And he broke a record that Paul O'Neill tied in 1990 with doubles in 6 straight.
Wow. I tell you what, you don't have much time as a third baseman, and the key to getting a good hop is either come back on it or go forward. And Cabrera elected, even with that little of reaction time, to move back and be able to knock that ball down and get an out.
There's Bobby Witt Jr.
It's one thing Cabrera's always had is a good, strong, accurate arm. He can throw. That's why he can play all over the field.
Witt popped a Goldschmidt in the first, right around the pitcher's mound.
You can't pick a better situation to have Witt coming to the plate, right? With 2 outs, then you're throwing well. If you do get behind, you don't give in.
One and two.
It's the 8th swing and miss so far for Carlos Carrasco on the night. 19 times they swung the bat, 8 times they missed.
It's been off-speed stuff too, with that split finger and then the changeup.
Two and two. So Judge won the MVP last year. He was first on every single ballot, and second on every single ballot was Bobby Witt Jr. Any other year, Bobby Witt wins the MVP, but Judge was so extraordinary last year. 2-2. Out of the way. And Judge thinks Witt is, quote, the complete player, can hit, run, field, do everything. He was already a great player last year, but he continues to improve every single game I watch him. The 2-2.
Yeah, power, speed, intangibles off the chart. That's a hard thing to quantify. Makeup, what kind of a guy is he in the club? He's great. He's a great guy. Great leader, great character guy, plays every day, plays hard.
I don't think it's checking a box when you grew up around baseball. His father, obviously, a pitcher in the major leagues for a long time, and I mean that's what scouts know, that kind of stuff.
Here are the numbers between those two. Judge with the big lead in home runs and ribbies, OPS, and WAR. 3-2. Judge played center last year. Obviously, Witt at an extremely important position, shortstop. And the pitch. Battling against Carrasco.
Well, you've seen changeups, you've seen 4-seamers, you've seen 2-seamers, all fouled off, which to me tells me that Carrasco has pretty good movement on everything. 10th pitch coming in this at bat.
Driven deep to left field. Going back, Dominguez. Turning, looking, gone. See ya. Home run for Witt. It's 1-0 Royals.
Well, he went to another pitch. I think he felt like he had to try to get him off of his fastball and his changeup. He went to a slider, and it wasn't his best. Like you say, up with 2 outs, you don't give in, but you don't hang a slider either.
Well, what an at-bat. He threw him everything he had, as you said, Paul. That slider just didn't get to the outside corner. That's what you call taking a seat. Pulled up a chair. A slider that pulls up a chair means it stops breaking. It just takes a seat right in the middle of the plate.
You see how level his bat is going through the baseball when you saw that in slow motion. I mean, he doesn't really have an uppercut. Just his bat stays in the zone so long. Watch. As soon as he drops into it, watch that bat. It just continues to go basically on the same plane. And that's why he had a batting title last year also with those home runs.
Just 24 years old. His dad pitched 16 seasons in the big leagues.
Get his whole body into that, right? Just his whole body. Legs.
He is in the second season of an 11-year, $288.7 million extension. Biggest contract in Royals franchise history. But he's got an out after year 7, so that is going to go up a lot. Plus, there's a team option at the end that could turn it into a 14-year deal. So a commitment by the Royals to keep a great player. High fly ball, right field off the bat of Pasquantino. Into the corner is Judge, and he makes the play. Judge uses up all of the ballpark, but Witt's home run has put the Royals up by a score of 1-0.
You make it through security so fast, the agents applaud. When it comes to travel, you're a winner. And that's why you rent with National.
When your check engine light comes on, check out Tinker. Auto experts on demand, helping you fix your car in real time. That means no long waits, no big bills, and no major headaches. Just grab a wrench and your phone and fix it yourself with Tinker.
This app, I think, is revolutionary and has really helped me.
I feel proud to have been able to get done what I did. The car drives fantastic.
It's a quick and easy source of expert information.
Weight loss.
For so long,
I felt stuck. But Zepbound means change. Zepbound is for adults with obesity to help lose weight and keep it off.
it's changing what I believe is possible when it comes to weight loss. It's changing how much weight I lose, up to 48 pounds.
And some lost over 58 pounds.
Don't take if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia, if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems.
Zepbound means change. Ask your doctor about Zepbound.
Yankees Delta keep climbing. Well, Seth Lugo has a 1-0 lead on the Witt home run. Yankees will send 9-1-2 in the order up against the veteran right-hander. And a strike to Cabrera.
Here, speaking of airlines and flights, Michael, how'd you sleep last night, Michael? Okay?
Not too bad. Why?
Too bad. I slept like a baby. How about you, Coney? Have a good night's sleep last night?
I got no sleep. Zero.
Folks didn't know. Coney was in Los Angeles last night. It was so important for you to get here for this series. That's impressive.
Yeah, they say, oh, you can sleep on a plane. No,
doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Up the middle and through for a base hit for Cabrera. Second hit by the Yanks.
I always love that approach. Hit the ball up the middle. It doesn't work as much this day and age with the shifts going on up the middle, but still, good solid swing. Kind of pulls his hands in to get the barrel to the ball, but right up the middle, doesn't come off of it. You know, now that you've got a dry track out there, we played in a lot of bad weather. You'd love to see some of the speed on this Yankees, you know, start to take effect and start attempting some stolen bases. Had to drive you crazy as a pitcher, though. Teams that ran. I mean, it's just another thing to worry about.
Absolutely. Any distraction you can make for a pitcher is a plus. Even just the threat of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're out there on the mound, you're thinking, man, okay, I got to quicken up my delivery a little bit. I have to do something different.
One and two on Rice.
I think we're just catching up too. You know, the rules changes were a couple years ago with regard to the running game, stolen bases, bigger bases, trying to initiate more running, and teams are drafting now more athletic players and starting to field more athletic players on the rosters. Prime example of that is Chicago Cubs. We saw last night in L.A. What a team defense, team base running, really built around those two concepts. It's the theory of the Royals for all those years when they were winning. In big Royal Stadium in the AstroTurf. And guys like Willie Wilson, manning center field.
Yeah, you remember the Cardinals back when, I mean, they built their whole team to play at Busch Stadium, and that big AstroTurf, the speed that team had. Vince Coleman, Willie McGee.
Let's see if they turn two. There's one. And there's two. 4-6-3 double play off the bat of Rice.
So I always hated to see leadoff hitters get on that can run and never attempt a stolen base, because you don't know what would have happened, but you know after a double play what did happen, you know?
Yeah, Lugo broke out that good curveball down to get the ground ball.
Nice split by Pasquantino. Here's Judge. Struck out in the first. Breaking ball outside. 1-0.
Look like one of your stretching routines, Michael?
Oh, yeah.
You hit the treadmill?
Every day. Yep. Yeah. Got to be flexible.
Yeah. Coney, I get in that position right there, I wouldn't get up. That'd be it.
What do they call that? Bikram yoga? The hot yoga?
Yeah.
See Michael in there doing Bikram yoga.
One and one on Judge. Now he's got his own pitch com that he's calling the pitches. It must be like the old calculators that have 10 pitches there, right?
There it is, right there.
Yeah, I was noticing him reaching over there.
Ground ball up the middle. It's through for base hit for Judge.
I talked about this the other day, Coney. It's one of the analytics I really believe in is the exit velocity, because you see a lot of ground balls don't get through the infield. Ground balls from Aaron Judge sometimes do. And that was over 100 miles an hour up the middle. No chance.
Especially on the ground. Either hit it really soft or really hard, right? You see Aaron Judge on top of that ball, but yes, exit velocity matters. It's proven. Harder you hit the ball, the higher your batting average is going to be, a higher probability.
Wow, you talk about a ball you miss as a hitter. This one you just, oh, you love it. It's kind of a hanging curveball, inner half.
He goes around, tried to check his swing, but Junior Valentine said it's 0-2.
Look on his face tells you what he thinks.
Yeah, I gotta kind of agree with him. I don't think that's a swing, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, you know, even by my standards, and I'm biased, I think if the bat gets in front of home plate, you know, you break the plane, I think that should probably be a swing.
Wells 9 for 23 in a short sample size against Kansas City. High fly ball, right field. Biggio back on the track will make the play for the final out. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 man left. We've played 3.
What's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the $5 Biggie Bag with a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Any given Saturday. And a little work. And a little play. Hey, little help? And a truck that says no to nothing.
Hi, Dad. Can we give them a ride?
Yeah. The Silverado Trail Boss and Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
There are different ways to get to the future. Take on the morning, or take care of dinner. You can take on the world, or create your own. Fidelity can help you save for and live in retirement with timely insights, and a free personalized plan that helps you track your goals. No matter what your future holds, Fidelity can help you take on retirement.
Are you coming home?
I'll be home in the morning.
I'm gonna go too.
At Delta, we get where you're coming from. After all, we're travelers, just like you.
It's all the same, business and baseball. The data gives you the framework in which to go out and compete. It's the hypotheticals. What happens if this happens? What if it's a line drive? What if it's a ball in the gap? You're doing all kinds of possibilities so that when it happens, you can make the right decision. Making those key decisions at key moments and then knowing the impact, that's the magic.
Answer by your local Kia dealers. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires. And by the New York Lottery, get out there and play. Multi-sport athletes right there, Dion and Bo.
A little different body style, huh?
Just a bit.
You were quoted one time, you called Bo Jackson Zeus.
Yes, yes. Exactly.
That one is ripped to left field off the bat of Perez. Backing up is Dominguez, and he makes the play. Took an extra base hit away from the Royals catcher.
Well, these are the plays that he's going to have in his mind to gain a little confidence. I mean, he heard so much about his defensive ability and left. He worked hard enough with his speed and his athleticism. He could be a good outfielder. That's a great play by Dominguez.
Confidence builder, right, defensively?
You know, this is purple glove and all. Carrasco loves it. Well, I've ever seen a purple glove. Huh? Dominguez is sporting one tonight.
Oh, 0-2 on Massey.
More lavender, I think, the color.
Yeah.
Lavenderish.
I think it's made by that tennis racket company, Prince.
Prince? You got that? Prince Purple? Purple Rain? It's not raining tonight. You're way over my head right now. You did get a good night's sleep.
1 out of 4. Fly ball shallow left. Coming on Dominguez. 2 outs.
Well, Dominguez has got an opportunity to tie a record. Catch all 3 balls. He's 2 for 2 here. It's been tied a lot, though, in the history of the game.
It's a record, though. It is.
Here's Garcia. And a strike.
I remember running in the dugout in old Fulton County Stadium, and Tommy Helms, who just passed away recently, he was a manager for a while. He said, "You just tied a record." And I'm like, "Wow, I did. I was still young." He said, "Yeah, you caught all 3 balls. Can't be beat." I'm like, "Wow, you're correct."
Tommy Helms, baseball guy.
Mm-hmm.
The 1-1. No record. Grounded to Cabrera. But a 1-2-3 inning. As the Royals go down in order, we go to the bottom of the 4th.
Silverado Trail Boss. And best-in-class highway fuel economy that's down for wherever. And a family that's down for mostly whatever. And Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
All of my eyes, we praying on failure. We put in the work, our hands in the dirt. We knocking down all of the barriers. We cannot be stopped, as God is my witness. We cannot be finished, we won't be diminished at all. We spinning the block, we double the pop, we coming the ball.
different ways to get to the future. Take on the morning, or take care of dinner. You can take on the world, or create your own. Fidelity can help you save for and live in retirement with timely insights and a free personalized plan that helps you track your goals. No matter what your future holds, Fidelity can help you take on retirement.
I miss you.
When you think about it,
Are you coming home?
I'll be there when you wake up.
half the trips the world takes are trips home.
I'll call you soon, Dad.
It's the feeling we all eventually long to get back to. No matter what took us away to begin with, we know, because at Delta we're travelers, just like you, which is why we
confidence, and you can see the way the Yankees greeted Dominguez in the dugout. They know that's a notch that he can hang his hat on. That was a nice play, and maybe it leads to another nice play.
Absolutely. You remember the last time we did a game, it was a while ago, Michael, that he made a good play. He ended up hitting his first home run that game. It's just certain things in this game can build confidence, and you don't worry about your defense, and all of a sudden your offense takes off.
Goldschmidt leads off. If you just joined us, here's the catch we're talking about. (1-0) to Goldschmidt. 2-0. Royals lead 1-0 on the Witt home run. Goldschmidt with an infield single to the right side. That came in the second inning. Average at 368. 3-0. And a strike. As a veteran, Paul, did you always have the green light, or did you have to get the green light
to steal a base?
No, to swing 3-0.
Oh yeah, we used to get a sign. Joe Torre would always give a sign. Most of the time, he'd put you on your own, unless you needed a base runner, or you weren't swinging the bat well. Yeah, but we always looked for the take sign or the not, and it wasn't. That was the most obvious sign in the world. You would point at the field or point to the dugout. I mean, and both sides know exactly what it is.
As Goldschmidt down on strikes. Why would they do that? Then the guy could just lay one in.
Well, I mean, he's trying to throw a strike anyway. I don't know if the pitcher, but it was the most obvious sign in the world. Just a good change-up, kind of turns it over right there.
So you guys should have had the okey doke.
Yeah.
Where say, okay, this inning when we point, it's a green light.
They did. Actually, they did.
Really?
Some teams use that, yes.
Chisholm takes a strike. Chisholm broke an 0 for 24 yesterday with a home run. His 5th homer of the year. He skied to center. That was in the second. High fly ball. Right center field. Isbell on the run, on the track, at the wall, leaps. See ya! A home run for Chisholm. Game tied at 1.
Watch for the Euro step, Coney. It's coming. Don't go for it. Jazz Chisholm, 6th home run of the year. That's one thing I didn't realize when he came over here. I mean, he's not the biggest of guys, but he has a ton of power.
Got about 10 pounds of clothes he lost over the last couple of games.
Pitch to Volpe. 1-0.
And guys, he was actually out on the field about 2:30 this afternoon getting some early work in with James Rowson one-on-one. I asked Rowson if he was working on anything in particular, and he said Jazz just likes to get out there to watch the ball fly sometimes. He was focusing mainly on low line drives with backspin to all fields. He felt like he was really getting somewhere there, and then he added that home run last night. That's a hit that could really get somebody like Jazz Chisholm going, because with him, sometimes it's just one swing, and you see he's going.
I'll tell you what, Meredith, every home run, Pat Rossler pays for it.
He takes a beat.
Pretty much tackles Pat Rossler, the assistant hitting coach.
And Paul, I love you mentioned the Euro step. There's actually a giveaway coming up on May 2nd, the Jazz Chisholm Jr. basketball jersey that was in the locker of every Yankee the other day. Some of them are wearing it for early work. Some of it are wearing it during BP. He's all pumped up about it.
Is that number 6?
Yeah.
From Jazz? Poor Pat.
Wow. I could have swore, Michael, when I saw him in the dugout say it's not cold anymore, because, you know, we were talking about it. I mean, Jazz just grew up in the Bahamas. It doesn't like cold weather, so you get a fairly warm night and you go deep.
Popped up. Pasquantino in foul territory.
Again, it's all about location. That ball's up. It's supposed to be out of the outside corner. It's just up kind of middle. Just for a nice level swing to go deep on.
Some wristages, right? Some buggy whip in that swing.
Here's Dominguez.
Probably the swing with the most buggy whip, Darryl Strawberry, maybe?
Yeah. Gary Sheffield had quick hands.
Sheffield.
Joe Torre used to tell me that Hank Aaron had the strongest hands he's ever seen. You know, just being able to flip the bat. There's really nothing you can, you know, it's just the way you swing, the way you're built. Some people have quick hands.
Pat Rosser, the receiving end of bites and grabs, and that was yesterday.
He's biting hard, too.
And then there.
Ralston's afraid to look over there. He might take a beating, too.
Swing and a miss. Dominguez down on strikes. But the Yankees tie the score as Jazz Chisholm goes yard into the Yankee bullpen. His 6th home run of the year, 1-1.
With 12 grams of protein in every serving, Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal is there for active mornings, friendly competition, and big moves. Quaker, bring out the good.
We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Let's just get one of everything.
Fire everything! Yes, chef! 3% cash back on chicken! Yes, chef! 3% cash back on dessert.
Sorry, chef.
What's in your wallet?
Are you coming home?
I'll be home in the morning.
I'm gonna go too.
At Delta, we get where you're coming from. After all, we're travelers, just like you.
Any given Saturday. And a little work. And a little play.
Hey, little help?
And a truck that says no to nothing.
Hi, Dad. Can I get them a ride?
Yeah.
The Silverado Trail Boss and Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
This is not a blue moon. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. A Valencia orange makes a blue moon, and everything a little brighter.
So with Geico, we can easily bundle home and car insurance and save even more?
Yeah, home, car, motorcycle, all bundled together. Just like that breakfast burrito.
So can I get chorizo?
Yeah, metaphorically, yeah.
Carnitas.
Just chicken. Just give me a bunch of chicken.
Oh, bacon?
Oh, wait, there isn't too much hot sauce, is there? I have a sensitive palate.
I actually like hot sauce. Can I get chips?
How about guacamole?
I don't really know what we're talking about anymore.
Burritos.
Okay.
For bundling made easy, get more with Geico.
Program Wednesday or Thursday. Currently on the 60-day IL, a right lat strain. That would be big, but it's going to take essentially a full spring training for him to build back up. So you're looking, once he starts throwing, to 6 to 7 weeks before he gets back.
You're really thinking second half of the year, really.
Mm-hmm.
Count 2-0 on Biggio, leading off here in the 5th against Carrasco.
I think you're looking at one piece at a time, and then Clark Schmidt will be good to see him on the mound on Wednesday.
You know, the guy I'm looking for is Loaizaga.
Yeah.
Can really help that bullpen. They need another power arm down there.
High pop-up, shallow left. Here comes Dominguez. Makes the play. 4 putouts tonight for Jason Dominguez.
When you look around the league at most bullpens, really good bullpens, they have high octane.
Mm-hmm.
Yankees could use another high octane arm down there in the bully.
Yeah, he had a on-field batting practice the other day, and poor DJ LeMahieu, who hadn't played in a long time, was the hitter. So you get a full scouting report from him. But you remember when Loaizaga was healthy. I mean, he was top 2 or 3 arms in all of baseball with the bullpen.
0-2 on Drew Waters. Tipped into the glove of Wells. Well, they say it hit the ground. And now Wells tags Waters, and Waters is out. It wasn't a tip. It was just in the dirt.
Way tried to play it off, but Wells tagged him out.
The Royals are thinking, well, if it's a tip and it hit the dirt, then he's alive. So Waters stood there as if it was a tip.
You'd have to use a challenge there if you're on the Royals side. There's no way the other umpires could have seen that.
Here's Kyle Isbell. And a strike. Carrasco's allowed 1 hit, and that was the Bobby Witt home run.
13 for 18 in first pitch strikes. It's a good formula.
That's a good formula too. You throw it a back door and it doesn't hit the back and you get a call. That works.
I used to get that call all the time in 1992.
You don't have to tell me. That's a tough one to hit, Coney.
It is. Never got there.
Popped up behind the plate and out of play. Isbell tried out a torpedo bat Friday. Liked it, and he's going to add it to his array of bats. He said, I tend to swing a more end-heavy bat against sinker guys, and then with ride-cut guys, more like a balance model, so I just was curious to try.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I believe that could be a torpedo. Is it? Nope.
No, that's a regular bat.
Yeah, that's regular.
He wants the top heavy because Carrasco's a sinker baller, off-speed stuff. If your story's correct, that is, Michael.
Oh, it's correct. 1-2.
Well, if you're facing Mariano Rivera, you want the barrel down by your thumbs, right?
You just put a load of wood right by your hands if you're left-handed.
Popped up on the left side. Long run for Dominguez. Gets there and makes the play in foul territory. And the Royals go down in order. We're halfway through. It's 1-1.
Make a smooth transition from saving for retirement to living in it. With a free personalized income plan that can help you make your money last. No matter where your days take you, Fidelity can help you take on retirement.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound. And I need you, and I miss you.
The Silverado Trail Boss. And up to 495 pound-feet of available torque. and some really big plans ahead of you. And Chevrolet, together let's drive.
I miss you.
When you think about it,
Are you coming home?
I'll be there when you wake up.
half the trips the world takes are trips home.
I'll call you soon, Dad.
It's the feeling we all eventually long to get back to. No matter what took us away to begin with, we know because at Delta we're travelers, just like you, which is why we try to make you feel at home long before you even get there.
All of my eyes be praying on failure. We put in the work, our hands in the dirt. We knocking down all of the barriers. We cannot be stopped, just God is my witness. We cannot be finished, we won't be diminished at all. We spinning the block, we double the pop, we coming to ball.
Bo Jackson goes yard 3 times here at the stadium. How about that halfway up the bleachers the other way?
Yeah, he was something. Wow.
And this is the one that probably bugged him the most as Dion got an inside the park home run. And I think he got hurt on that play as well.
It was as if, you know, Zeus was up on the mountain and said, hey, I'm going to go down there and play some baseball. I'm going to jump in Bo Jackson's body.
Audi scoreboard 1-1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. It'll be 8-9 and 1 in the Yankees order. Grisham, Cabrera, and Rice. And a push bunt rolls foul. David, there seems to be a little bit of a trend in baseball. Let's turn relievers into starters. We'll get a much more inexpensive starter. And you see what Michael King's doing in San Diego. The Yankees are the ones that turned him into a starter. We saw with Jordan Hicks over the weekend for the Giants. We've seen what the Mets are doing with Clay Holmes. Can it work with a lot of relievers, or it has to be a special pitch selection?
You know, that has to be the type of guy who has the repertoire to do it. And Seth Lugo's always had the repertoire, and he's always wanted to do it. And he was right. And he's now 35 years old, and there was a lot of wasted years in the bullpen where he could have been an elite starter, and he's proven that to be the case. And Clay Holmes remains to be seen, but I think it does work for Clay Holmes eventually if he can last, you know, if he can get built up and not get hurt. But a lot of times with Clay Holmes, when he came in, his ball was moving so much in the 9th inning, that's when he got in trouble. He couldn't get the ball over. Yankee fans know, they've seen it. He was either lights out, it was kind of all or nothing, or he couldn't control the movement. But as a starter, you get a better chance. The more you throw, the more you get the rough edges worn off, the better your control can be for a guy like Clay Holmes. And certainly that's been the case with Seth Lugo.
You know, to me, it takes talent, too. You talk about, he's got 10 pitches now. To be able to trust all those pitches in certain situations, I mean, that's a lot to sort out mentally, too, huh?
It is. You know, I still think it's about 4 pitches. There's variations of those 4 pitches that merge into sort of 10, but it's still kind of a basic 4.
3-2 on Grisham.
I mean, slurve, slider, sweeper.
Yeah.
That's really one pitch.
Yeah, as a hitter, you're right. That's you're picking up the spin. One might be a little bigger, one might be a little softer, but it's still basically the same pitch.
High drive, right field. Turning and looking is Biggio. See ya. A long home run for Grisham. His 4th of the year. And the Yankees lead 2-1.
Well, I tell you what, if you're Aaron Boone, you just play this hot streak because he is so good defensively. You get any kind of offense from him, and he is such a plus for the Yankees. Another great swing and a bomb from Grisham.
He is much more aggressive this year.
Yeah.
So many times last year we saw him take a pitch. Never hardly swing at the first pitch. He's turning it loose so far this year.
Fastball. Fastball going deep.
Confidence and aggressiveness go hand in hand.
Carrasco over there loves it. He might be finished for the night. You know,
1-1.
Still don't know how. If you look, his thumb is like along the barrel of the bat. He does not tuck his thumb. I don't know how you release the bat, but Grisham's figured out a way.
High fly ball left field. Waters toward the line. line. Ball comes back, and he stays with it to make the play.
I see that thumb underneath it goes right along the barrel, and see it just kind of guides it, but it's not tucked, and it's amazing to me.
The bottom hand you're talking about?
Yeah, how he is able to release the bat with that.
Generating some bat speed.
Yeah.
He is also the rare hitter that does not use batting gloves.
See the top thumb there, and it's straight up the barrel. It's just not what I'm accustomed to seeing or feeling as a hitter.
Starts out that way. Does it end that way? Does he kind of shift it, or?
Possibly, because I think Stanton does somewhat the same thing.
High fly ball, right field, Biggio back. See ya! Home run for Rice, and the Yankees lead 3-1.
Well, welcome back to Yankee Stadium, Coney. Ben Rice, he's been on fire. His 5th home run of the year. Likes that leadoff spot.
Moonshot.
Fifth home run of the year. Now has 7 ribbies and a big smile.
He doesn't have much of a poker face, does he?
No. No. You know he's holding aces.
Did you hear Michael? He had about 3 seconds to load up.
Yeah.
That was Ray Guy all the way.
3 home runs tonight. The Yankees had 3 home runs in the previous 7 games.
Well, up in the strike zone in, and this is the pitch that used to give him a little trouble. The ball up and in. That open stance, he's getting to it much easier. Hips just open, drop the barrel to the ball, and enjoy the ride.
0-2 on Judge.
How soon do you know it off the bat?
I would say 95% of the time right there. As soon as you make contact, you know it's gone. There's a few that, you know, your heart starts beating going down to first baseline and it goes to the wall or just gets in the front row. But most of the time, right off the bat, you get that good feeling.
The 1-2. Did he go? Yes, he did. They'll get an angle, make the throw to first. So strikeout, put out 2-3.
It looks like he tried to cut that ball in, but it just kind of hung right there, and it just gave him an opportunity to get the barrel to the ball.
Here's Austin Wells. Drilled deep to right field. Fair or foul? Fair ball. Another home run. 3 in the inning. Yankees pouring it on. And it's 4-1 Bombers.
And that was a loud line drive there. Austin Wells, his 3rd of the year. Michael, you had to be quick on that one. That was a line drive.
The only question was fair or foul.
Mm-hmm.
Goldschmidt pops it up. Pasquantino makes the play. In his career, Lugo had allowed 2 home runs to the Yankees in 40 1/3 innings. In this inning alone, Grisham goes yard. Rice goes yard. And then for good measure, Wells goes yard. 4 home runs against Lugo, and the Yankees lead 4-1. Thank you, Bob. Michael King, we talked about his great start yesterday. First shutout of his career. Hunter Green, 18 2/3 scoreless innings for the Reds. And Garrett Crochet took a no-hitter in the 8th inning in his first game against the White Sox since the trade to the Red Sox. New pitcher for the Yanks, Fernando Cruz. As we start the 6th inning on the Montefiore scoreboard, it is 4-1 Yankees. 4 solo home runs against Seth Lugo. You see the numbers against Cruz. Pretty nice outing for Carrasco. Just gave up the 1 hit, the Bobby Witt home run after a long at bat. 1-1. Now Lugo, who's given up all 4 home runs, had a 0.69 home run per 9 innings since last season, 3rd best in the American League. And he gives up 4 in this game. Cruz wants to get you into a count where he can put you away with that splitter. He's not in that count now. 3-1.
2 Cincinnati boys here. They know each other. India just coming over from the Reds.
Drilled to left field. Going back, Dominguez on the run, and he makes the play. A little leather and grace in this game for Jason Dominguez.
Wow. Pulling up old song titles here. You know what, though? Dominguez is off to a great start defensively. And you know what? That first catch, don't think it doesn't kind of bleed into the other plays? Confidence is everything with that purple glove.
Much more under control.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about confidence offensively. There's confidence on defense as well.
Strike to Witt. With the only damage against Carrasco, 2nd home run of the year, only the Royals' 9th home run of the season.
Yeah, Fernando Cruz has got a real swing and miss forkball. I mean, it's one of the better ones out there. The question is just can you throw it for a strike, or can you get your fastball over enough to protect that great forkball? You know, we call it a splitter, but I think because of the spin rate, he's really got a wide split with his fingers. So it's more in the forkball category.
Yeah, 2 outings ago, he had the ability to throw it for strikes, and in slow motion, you could see almost the knuckling effect where, you know, you had the true split finger, a lot of spin to it sideways, where that ball actually kind of just knuckles and forks straight down.
Swing and a miss. There it is. Witt down on strikes.
And David, you mentioned that splitter. I had a long conversation with Fernando Cruz earlier today, and he said as soon as he got to the Yankees, they told him throw that pitch as much as possible. He had a luxury this spring training that he has not had throughout the course of his career. They said just tinker with it, work on it, gain confidence in it, and make sure you feel good about it going into the season. He said he feels as though it's probably in the best spot that it's been. He feels good throwing it. And guys, he was a huge Yankees fan growing up in Puerto Rico. He used to watch the Yes Network all the time. And Michael, he told me that he thinks maybe he could out-see you, but he certainly doesn't want to hear you say see ya in this inning.
Well, he should have been on the mic last half inning.
Yeah, that's right.
He could have proved it.
Big fan of you, Michael.
He's a very nice guy. Nice to hear. The 0-2. 1-2.
And that's a pitch you can, you can back to back to back, especially ahead in the count.
Look at that stat. 1 for 17, 11 strikeouts on splitters this season. One, two. Did he go? No, said Junior Valentine.
Well, these are tough takes because that ball has a lot of movement down. I do agree with that.
On the super shot.
He went around.
Got one
A strong inning for Cruz. He cruises through the Royals.
Grisham starts it off with a bomb. That's number 1. Ben Rice wants to just keep it going as a leadoff hitter. That's number 2. Then Austin Wells. Why not? 3 in an inning, Michael. See ya.
Not too bad. And the coverage cam all over it.
It's a good formula when you hit more homers than you give up.
Yeah.
You got a good chance to win.
But you know what? You look at it feels like a blowout, right? But that's Seth Lugo. I mean, he had a horrible inning, but you look at the scoreboard, it's only 4-1. You know, you're still in the game. You know, a lot of pitchers, you give up home runs, you give up the 2 runs, the 3 runs, they add up quick.
Check out Leaders, brought to you by your local Tri-State Genesis retailer. 6 or more home runs and 4 or more stolen bases through 16 team games. Bobby Mercer and Jazz Chisholm. 2-2.
You love graphics with Bobby Mercer, don't you, Mike? They bring back just great memories.
Bobby was a pretty good player. Underrated, in my opinion.
Chopped slowly off the mound is Lugo. And he'll try to tag Jazz, but then he flips it to Pasquantino.
We had another graphic the other day, and I was just thinking, talk about underrated. And Bobby, I agree. Bobby Mercer, Roy White.
Yes.
Unbelievable player. Just nicest of guys. But when you think what he did for the Yankees, great player.
He had a book out recently over the last year or so, Roy White. Highly recommend it. Great story, Roy White's personal story.
Grounded to third, Garcia gets Volpe. And that'll bring up Jason Dominguez. And we take a look at the All-State Good Hands replay.
Wow, this is the first one he made of the night, but he's made some good plays out there all night. Some running catches. This one he got a great jump on. Snagged it.
Been a glove story for him tonight.
It's the way Roy White used to do it in left field, didn't he? Yeah, that's book, From Compton to the Bronx. Roy White's book.
Nice.
Came out a couple years ago. Good book. I highly recommend it.
Grounded to second. Quick bounce back inning for Lugo as he retires the Yankees in order on 3 ground balls. We'll take it to the 7th.
I miss you.
When you think about it,
Are you coming home?
I'll be there when you wake up.
half the trips the world takes are trips home.
I'll call you soon, Dad.
It's the feeling we all eventually long to get back to. No matter what took us away to begin with, we know because at Delta we're travelers, just like you, which is why we try to make you feel at home long before you even get there.
The average dog only lives to be 10. That's 10 birthdays, 10 first summer swims, 10 annual camping trips. At the Farmer's Dog, we don't think that's long enough. That's why our freshly made food comes pre-portioned, just for your dog. Because a dog at a healthy weight can live a longer, happier life.
Any given Saturday. And a little work. And a little play.
Hey, little help?
And a truck that says no to nothing.
Hi, Dad. Can I get them a ride?
Yeah.
The Silverado Trail Boss and Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
In baseball, one thing defines your legacy. The Hall of Fame, a place reserved for immortals. The chosen few who have sacrificed, fought, and bled for the game. With every swing, every play, every challenge faced.
Harper's not happy about that.
It's about achieving greatness that echoes through time. And now is your time to rise to the challenge, chase immortality, and be
279, 185 home runs, 2,109 hits, and 2 World Series titles on the 1988 Yankees. And on the Yankees from 74 to 79. I think I have this one. Ford scoreboard, 4-1. Cruz in for a second inning of work in relief of Carrasco. Tim Hill up for the Yanks. 1-1 on Perez. An announced crowd of 42,648 here at the stadium in the Bronx tonight. Two and one.
Sal Perez, 14th season, Coney. 7 All-Star games, 5 Gold Gloves, 5 Silver Sluggers, MVP of the World Series, and a World Series champ. That's Hall of Fame numbers, huh?
Absolutely. Speaking of the Hall of Fame, he has 275 career home runs. You know who's tied with him for 9th place all-time among catchers? Jorge Posada, who didn't get nearly as much support as he should have.
I did see that in the notes. Yeah, it was, you know, Jorge was a great hitter as a catcher, and he was such a big part of that team. But, you know, sometimes you get overshadowed when you're playing with Mariano and you're playing with Jeter and guys like that. You just don't get your just due. Don't believe me. Jorge was a huge part of that team.
Swing and a miss. There's that splitter. Well, when he struck out Pasquantino in the 6th, that was the 6th strikeout of a Royal. But it started with Witt going down for strikeout number 5. Here's strikeout number 6. And then you want number 7? Sal Perez provides. 6 Yankee strikeouts brought to you by Audi and the 2025 Audi Q6. Visit your local Tri-State Audi dealer today.
Ooh, walk the dog on that last swing right there.
Wow, you could tell he's even looking for that pitch. And it just, he had too good of a splitter tonight.
Cruz gets a nice hand. Yankees go to the pen.
This is not a blue moon. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. A Valencia orange makes a blue moon, and everything a little brighter.
This is Sam. This is also Sam. Sam has big plans for the future. That's why Sam has a free personalized plan for retirement. A flexible plan helps Sam stay on target and adapt to anything that comes Sam's way. No matter where your day takes you, Fidelity can help you take on retirement.
Fair.
Told you he'd know the best spot.
This is brought to you in part by Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com. By Bet365, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. And by Untuckit, find the perfect fit today at Untuckit.com or more than 80 stores worldwide. So Tim Hill comes on. He'll face Michael Massey, who fouls off the first pitch. Eighth game for Hill.
No fear from this guy. He's throwing what he's got over the plate. And that's the beauty of it. You know, it's 84 miles an hour, but it's coming from Laredo. It's got a little funky movement on it, but it's really the attitude and conviction behind his pitching of, you know what, I'm getting the plate. I'm coming after you. You better be ready to hit.
Yeah, I mean, he gets so much movement. We had a graphic yesterday. I think he had 16 ground balls out of 16 contact. He trusts that sinker, that you're going to hit it in the ground. Oh, he's 17 for 17. Sorry. Make that 18.
And the flip to Hill. Another ground ball. Check out the bullpen budget brought to you by Citizens. Make sense of your money with Citizens. Lighter pitch yesterday along with Hamilton and Hill. So Hill threw 19 pitches. Yankees try to stay away from 3 games in 4 days, but that's what Hill's doing right here. He had 19 yesterday and 15 on Friday. Here's Michael Garcia. He just attacks the strike zone.
He looks so different in a Yankee uniform. You remember him with the Padres? He had the long hair.
Yeah.
And disheveled look. He looked like Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Nice. Good call.
0-2 on Garcia.
Fearless out there on the mound. This is what I got. I'm coming after you.
Fast times in the Bronx as he strikes out Garcia to end the 7th. At the end of 6.5, it is time for the 7th inning stretch. The Yankees lead the Royals 4-1, but will stay right here as they honor America in the Bronx.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you rise and remove your caps? And please direct your attention to the area behind home plate as the New York Yankees welcome an honored military guest. United States Marine Corps Lance Corporal Andrew Baker from Norwalk, Connecticut, who served in Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom. The Yankees say, thank you, Andrew, for your sacrifice and service to our nation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join us in singing along with Robert Merrill's rendition of God Bless America.
God bless America.
7 hits for the Yanks, 4 of them home runs, all solo shots. 1-0 for Kansas City. The one hit was Bobby Witt's home run. Lugo pitched well other than the home run. Carlos Carrasco did very well. And the Yankees are up by 3 as we go to the bottom of the 7th on the forward scoreboard. Double-barreled action. You have Daniel Lynch the 4th and John Schreiber. The Royals have 3 lefties in the bullpen. Grisham leads off. He started the 3 home run outbursts in the 5th inning against Lugo.
To Coney's point, too, he's coming in looking first pitch fastball and letting it go instead of trying to work to count. And it's working for him so far this year.
I could count on one hand how many times I saw him swing at the first pitch last year. It's just a much more confident hitter in the batter's box this year so far.
Line left field, Waters. 1 away. Support America's military and first responder heroes. Donate $11 a month to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation at T2T.org. Here's Cabrera. He's 1 for 2. Lugo in the second year of a $30 million free agent deal that he signed with the Royals. And David mentioned earlier he wanted to be a starter forever. But the Mets felt he was so valuable to them in the bullpen that they didn't want to deal with trying to make him a starter. He was that good in the pen. But last year he's made his first All-Star team, had 16 wins, a 3.0 ERA through a lot of innings, 206 2/3. And he finished second in the Cy Young, the Scuba. Garcia fields. 2 away. Well, tomorrow, and yes, the Yankees and the Royals play the second game of this 3-game set here at the stadium. Coverage begins at 6 with Audi batting practice in the pregame. And first pitch is scheduled for 7:05 on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. And the batting practice show is a special all-access edition as Mary Marakovitz hosts live from the field with player interviews and special features. Mare on the move. Where will she wind up? Hearing we might get an appearance by Captain America. And David Cohn might drop by. That's what I'm hearing.
Just rumors?
Yep. Two 2-0 on Rice. Homered in the 5th inning. 3-0. On deck is Judge. It'll be Waka against Fried. Fried coming off that really, really good start against the Tigers. Coverage begins at 6 on Yes. Takes the 3-0 all the way, 3-1. Doing a changeup on 3-0.
Respect.
Well, you know you got the green light up 4-1. You're not just going to lay one in there.
Curveball 3-2. And he works a walk. We'll see if they let Lugo face Judge. No. Now Quatraro, the manager of the Royals, is going to signal for the right-hander. So Lugo goes 6 2/3. Runner on first base, his responsibility.
The Silverado Trail Boss. And up to 495 pound-feet of available torque. And some really big plans ahead of you. And Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
In baseball, one thing defines your legacy: the Hall of Fame. a place reserved for immortals, the chosen few who have sacrificed, fought, and bled for the game.
Harper with a rainmaker!
With every swing, every play, every challenge faced.
Harper is not happy about that.
It's about achieving greatness that echoes through time. And now is your time to rise to the challenge, chase immortality, and become a legend. Download MLB Rivals.
A great coach sees the whole field and is there to give advice and support. At New York Life, we know the power of having someone by your side. That's why we're proud to be the official financial guidance partner of Major League Baseball.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Sadly, windshield chips can turn into windshield cracks. But at least you can go to safelight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Sweet.
SafeLight can come to you for free. And our highly trained techs can replace your windshield.
The answer is Chris Chambliss. We all have seen the home run he hit in Game 5 of the ALCS in 1976, send the Yankees back to the World Series. But this man could play. Great left-handed hitter, power, hit for average, very good first baseman. He did it all and was a Yankee hitting coach as well.
Yeah, I worked with him a lot on the hitting coach. Because really old school, didn't leave in like extra swings. It was more about, get loose and it's going to show up, things like that. But you know what? Some of his highlights, and he was just kind of like Willie Randolph, just a good presence to have around, just had been through it all.
What a nice guy. Just a classy individual.
John Schreiber comes on. And Judge jumps on the first pitch and fouls it back. He won 2 titles with the Yanks. Walk-off home run in '76 against Mark Littell, All-Star that year. Finished 5th in the MVP voting. And in 885 games, those are good numbers. 0-2.
One of the great calls by Howard Cosell, too, on that home run.
Except it wasn't Howard's call.
Stomped all over.
It was total steppage on Keith Jackson.
And Chris Chambliss has just won the American League pennant.
We didn't even know what stepping on somebody was back then, Coney. We were just happy to watch a game, right?
Just don't step on the see-yas. Get out of the way for the see-ya.
And the amazing thing about the steppage is that it just cleared the wall. And Howard jumped in. It's gone. But it worked out. Grounded foul. One on, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Yankees up 4-1. 4 solo home runs. All the runs coming via the home run. A solo home run by Bobby Witt, the only hit by the Royals. And that is through for a base hit past the diving Witt. Rice will stop at second.
Again, another ground ball, another ball hit over 100 miles an hour. So, yes, it does matter how hard you hit the ball. If you're Aaron Judge, you hit the ball hard a lot. Just out of the reach.
Get by that guy, too.
Yep.
One of the best shortstops in the game.
So here's Wells. Hit his 3rd home run. And the 3rd home run of the 5th inning. Trying for number 4 right there, 0-1.
He had a good pitch to hack at right there. Cutter, middle of the plate. Didn't have much movement in at all.
Oh, we got some good audio on, yes. I'm picking up some good grunting coming up the mound here, right?
You missed the last series. There was a couple of guys. We were bringing up Monica Seles of the old days. Every pitch.
1-2.
Oh, you know what? It was Robbie Ray.
He's a grunter.
Yeah, he screams every pitch. Change up, slider, it didn't matter.
Nolan Ryan used to ground on changeups sometimes at the end of his career.
You know what? You didn't say anything about him, though. You just got your bat in and got to first base or went to the dugout.
Two and two. Two on, 2-2 count. Now it's 3-2. So Rice and Judge will be going 3-2, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Wells goes down on strikes. Rather than talk about it, why don't we listen to the call of Chambliss's historic home run?
Field for a run. Art Littell delivers high drive. Hits it right center field. That's gone. It is gone. Of that great six Chambliss. What a season he has had. What a series he has had.
Silverado Trail Boss. And up to 495 pound-feet of available torque. And some really big plans ahead of you. And Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Hard hit. Slides to his knees. Line drive. What a catch by Robert.
In baseball, one thing defines your legacy. The Hall of Fame, a place reserved for immortals, the chosen few who have sacrificed, fought, and bled for the game. With every swing, every play, every challenge faced.
Harper is not happy about that.
It's about achieving greatness that echoes through time. And now is your time to rise to the challenge, chase immortality, and become a legend. Download MLB Rivals.
We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Let's just get one of everything.
Everything.
Fire everything! The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back. Yes, chef!
This is so nice.
3% cash back on chicken.
Yes, chef!
3% cash back on risotto.
Yes, chef!
Where's my fish?
Here, chef!
Had a feeling you want to earn 3% cash back on dessert.
Sorry, chef!
What's in your wallet?
Are you coming home?
I'll be home in the morning.
I'm gonna go to...
At Delta, we get where you're coming from. After all, we're travelers.
Luke Weaver comes into the game, his sixth game, 8 strikeouts and 6 2/3. His velocity is still not where it was toward the end of the year, but he's building into that, and he's still being effective with a fastball sitting around 92. So Hope hits the 8th. And the pitch is high to Biggio. That's 94 on that one. So last year he averaged 95.7. This year you see what he's doing, but Boone said he started off last year the same way and built back up. And they kind of slow rolled it with him because he pitched so much and so many high leverage innings. He was closing for the Yankees at the end and during the postseason as well. So they didn't really push him during spring training to build up the velocity. But there doesn't seem to be concern. 2-2.
He's one guy, Coney. I want to know if you agree with it, that you really can't ever figure out his sequences. You know, a lot of guys you can go along with, you know, what they're trying to. He'll back up a fastball 3 times and then throw 3 changeups in a row from out of nowhere. It's very hard to guess along with him.
Yeah, he can pitch a little bit from his starters days.
You know, with the Yankees starters struggling other than Fried, I did ask Aaron Boone in spring training, you know, Luke Weaver's been a starter. Would you guys think about that? He said, nope, too important in the bullpen.
I don't think Luke Weaver's is as definitive with that answer, but he's certainly enjoying the success out of the pen.
Soft ground ball at Chisholm. And Weaver takes the throw to just get Biggio flying down the line.
That's a really tough play for Weaver because Goldschmidt left thinking he was going to have to get the ball, and then he was too late getting back. Thank goodness he got out of the way. Weaver was there. That's a tough play, huh, Coney?
Yeah, for Jazz too. Where you know which one are you going to throw to? So Jazz had to wait a minute as well. You see Jazz like, hey, what's going on here? Pick a lane.
Here's Waters. Line to right field. Judge makes the play. Well, tonight, don't miss the premiere of a new Yes Network docuseries, The Stadium, and go behind the scenes to see the inner workings of one of the most iconic sports venues in the world. Watch the first episode immediately following tonight's Yankees coverage on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. From what I hear, great series. Got to tune in and check it out.
Anything with the name Gotham in it, you got me. Going back to Batman days.
You know, Gotham is, why is it always associated with New York? Is that just like a nickname, or can any city be Gotham?
I think that the Gotham in Batman was not supposed to specifically be New York. It's supposed to be a city of hulking buildings, dark and stuff like that. But it's used a lot with New York.
Right.
Two and one on Isbell. Now Ursig had joined Lynch the fourth.
You can tell which one's the righty and which one's the lefty just by their hat.
Yeah.
How they wear their hat.
Three and one.
See the righty, the hat straight. Look at the lefty. That's a lefty right there. His hat's crooked on the left. The guy on the right's the righty.
And there's a walk to Isbell. Yankees hockey jersey night is back for 2025. Come out to Yankee Stadium Friday, April 25th when the Yankees take on the Blue Jays. First 18,000 guests in attendance receive a Yankees hockey jersey courtesy of DKNY. Tickets are going fast, so get yours today at Yankees.com. Here's India. And a strike. India walked in the first, then grounded to third, and a fly ball to left. Royals still sitting on just one hit. Oh, 2 on India.
Weaver, you can tell by his body language, he didn't like that last pitch, a cutter. He left out up and right over the plate. And you see a lot of pitchers nowadays, they'll walk around the mound before they get the ball back to buy a few extra seconds on the clock.
I noticed that last year. I always wondered if he was mad or if he was just, trying to gain a couple extra seconds.
.95 on that one. So the count 1-2.
See him peek?
Yeah, he's peeking back. Wants to know where he is.
Yeah.
Stays alive. Yankees lead 4-1. We're in the 8th.
Coney, when you're peeking back there, and I know pitchers do it a lot, are you more fastball's the only thing that matters, or your split finger, your curveball, you knew where they should be?
Yeah, I think generally it's the top end velocity you're looking for, because your other secondary pitchers will come along for the ride if you've got that good velocity.
The 1-2. Just missed the outside corner with the cutter, 2-2.
He can pitch a little bit. You know, he's got some weapons. So even if he doesn't have as good velocity, he's got other things to go to.
Yeah, and I haven't seen a change up in this count, and he's got a good one.
Down the left field line, foul.
Pretty good time for that changeup right here. After you pull a 95-mile-an-hour fastball foul, if you're reading the bat. Give India credit. Fouls it off, spoils it. It's what you call spoiling a good pitch. This guy's a pretty good little player.
Yeah, he was. He had some good years when he stayed away from injuries in Cincinnati. Watch out, camera. Watch out. Oh, no.
Popped up. There's Chisholm. Puts it away for the final out. No runs, no hits, no errors, one left.
Let's spotlight some of the unsung heroes here at MLB.tv.
Check out the call center agents doing their best work with Zoom CX's AI-first solutions. It empowers agents to deliver better customer experiences.
Here's to our team and Zoom CX's AI-first solutions.
There are different ways to get to the future. Fidelity can help you save for and live in retirement with a free personalized plan. No matter what your future holds, Fidelity can help you take on retirement.
Well, maybe you should start. It's your presentations. They're bad. There was the quarterly review, employee training week, Gary's retirement, and even the office pet policy.
Sounds boring. This template is timeless. Show him the thing.
Canva.
Canva?
It's easy.
You made that? You made that for me? Okay.
He's in.
Canva make me do life. Praying on failure. We put in the work, our hands in the dirt. We knocking down all of the barriers. We cannot be stopped, just God is my witness. We cannot be finished, we won't be diminished at all. We spinning the block, we double the pop, we coming the ball.
I miss you.
When you think about it,
Are you coming home?
I'll be there when you wake up.
half the trips the world takes are trips home.
I'll call you soon, Dad.
It's the feeling we all eventually long to get back to. No matter what took us away to begin with, we know, because at Delta we're travelers, just like you, which is why we try to make you feel at home.
Wow, a lot of action in left field today. Dominguez has made all the plays. 6 in all. Just a good game for him defensively.
New pitcher for the Royals, Daniel Lynch IV. Has not allowed an earned run in 7 innings. 5th big league season, 28 years old. Faces Goldschmidt. Pitches high. Since last August 26th, after he returned with over 2 months in the minors, he had 27 and 2/3 scoreless innings. There's a strike. So the bullpen coach, Mike Stetter, has given Lynch a mantra to live by. Calls it donuts and punchies. He wants scoreless innings and strikeouts. 2-2.
Sounded like my diet on the game after I pitched.
Especially on the day game.
3-2. Still 3-2. Line drive down the left field line. It is a base hit. It goes to the wall. Playing it out there is Waters. Goldschmidt going for 2, and he's in there with a double.
He runs better than you think he does.
You know, that's an important hit. They want the ball, or you're just pointing. What do we got here?
Goldschmidt's not a celebratory guy. He's not going to do a little dance out. He's old school. You know, the benches nowadays, they want some sort of acknowledgement.
Well, you've seen him go the other way a lot, but by going the other way, you can still pull on an off-speed pitch or a pitch that's made right. A good job by Chaz by taking a chance there. See, he gets the bat head out and just rifles it to left field, but a lot of times his approach is right center field. But, you know, he's been around the game too long and put up too many good numbers to not use the whole field.
Fly ball left field. Waters makes the catch, tagging Goldschmidt, but he bluffs. So 1 down, and that brings up Volpe. Volpe 0 for 3 tonight. Swings at the first pitch and pops it up. Slams his bat down in disgust as Pasquantino makes the play. Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by your local Ford stores. Ford is proud to be the official SUV of the Yankees. And by Delta, the official airline of the New York Yankees. Delta, keep climbing. Cody Bellinger is going to pinch hit for Jason Dominguez. Trying to figure this out. I know Dominguez struggles from the right side, but you're standing up a lefty to face a lefty.
Hey, you figure that you know, you're probably going to take him out for defense anyway, the way things have gone. So,
but we just showed all those defensive highlights.
Exactly. I wasn't going to say that. You know, give him a star of the game right now. Who knows? He made some good plays in left field. Meredith, we need some answers. Don't go anywhere, girl. You can ask Aaron Boone why we got a pinch hitter from the left side.
Now we thought that they might be calling for the ball for Goldschmidt's double. That is his 451st double, and it tied you on the all-time list at 105. I don't think they call for the ball for that. No offense.
I can't even remember where mine was or what happened.
When you think about all the hitters, though, 105 is pretty good.
That's great.
Jim Thome?
Thome.
I don't know those other two guys.
Oh.
You're not familiar with the work of Jimmy Ryan?
Yeah, Jim Ryan ran the Olympics, the marathon.
Longtime television host in New York, too. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Bellinger pinch hits and strikes out. Yankees strand one. We go to the ninth. They're up by 3.
What if you could not only feel better, but feel better than ever?
Hone Health helps men like you boost energy, strength, libido, and weight loss. You'll work with a dedicated physician to create a personalized, proactive plan. Treatment is delivered to your home, helping you relieve symptoms quickly while confidently reaching your long-term health goals. Enter into a new era of you, beginning with your comprehensive at-home test from honehealth.com.
Weight loss.
For so long,
I felt stuck. I tried and tried again, lost weight, gained it back.
but Zepbound means change. Zepbound's for adults with obesity to help lose weight and keep it off.
It's changing what I believe is possible when it comes to weight loss. It's changing how much weight I lose, up to 48 pounds. And some lost over 58 pounds.
Don't take if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia, if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems.
Zepbound means change.
Discover the weight loss you could be bound for. You could pay as little.
Yes, then it's on Prime on Wednesday. Also Prime on Thursday as the Yankees begin a 7-game road trip. 4 at George M. Steinbrenner Field against the Rays, and then 3 in Cleveland against the Guardians. Thursday is a travel day to break the string of 13 straight, and then the Yankees are back home. So Bellinger takes over in left, and Devin Williams takes over on the mound. Try to close this out, save situation. First up, Bobby Witt Jr. Now, Paul, the game that we did against the Giants when he came in, he had runners on second and third in an eye blink. And Brad Ausmus saw something. He said something clicked in. He told Aaron Boone something just clicked in. And we saw how that airbender really started to click. Maybe it kicked in, and we'll see that from here on forward. And that's looped into right field. It's a base hit for Witt. So he has both Royals hits. Take a look at pitching decisions presented by Sage.
Well, it's the only hit you're going to see all night from Carrasco, but it was a long one by Bobby Witt Jr., who seems to get a lot of them.
Wow. You talk about down and through.
There's Pasquantino against Williams. There's that changeup. 0-1. Oh for 2 tonight with a walk. Foul ball. It's funny, we call it a changeup. He calls it a changeup. The nickname is the airbender, but the arm motion tells you it's a screwball.
Yeah, it's a screwgee. It's exactly what it is. The reason is because it has such tight spin. He's really spinning it, and that's the sort of the unique part about that particular pitch, because most pitchers who throw changeups are trying to take spin off of the baseball to get movement, whether it's a split finger grip or a circle change. He's really trying to spin it and turn it over and pronate. And to me, that's Fernando Valenzuela. It's a screwgee.
Yeah, we saw his release last time out, Coney, and he's much under the baseball, much more than the true circle changeup where, you know, you kind of slide on, let it slide off your fingers.
1-2. Popped up on the change. Cabrera. 1 out. Well, fans, stay tuned after the final out for tonight's WB Mason Yankees postgame as Bob and Jack are going to have highlights and analysis. Of course, Meredith gets player interviews in the clubhouse, and we'll hear from Aaron Boone on the manager's report. That's all coming up next on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. Here's Perez. He's 0 for 3 tonight. That one just misses. Inside. Williams has 1 save on the year. Pitched 4 1/3 innings. He's walked 5, struck out 7. The 2-0. Grounded foul.
Well, this is one guy, if you can keep it on the ground, you're going to go home happy. I mean, he is a double play waiting to happen, but he's also a guy that can hit it a long way if you make a mistake.
Witt's on first with 1 man out. We're in the 9th, 4-1 Yanks. Another check swing, 3-1.
No, when he throws that pitch, it's almost just the opposite of a slider. If you think about it, you know, if a left-hander were throwing a slider, it would look like his pitch. Almost 2,700 RPMs on that last changeup, and that's just a unicorn of a pitch.
And there's ball 4, so that brings the tying run to the plate.
But unless you can throw strikes with it,
yeah,
this is what you're going to get. So no matter how good your stuff is, no matter how good you can spin the baseball, you got to have command. You got to be able to prove you can throw strikes, because then hitters will just stop swinging.
Mm-hmm.
Ball 1. First and second, 1 man out. We're in the 9th inning. Maxey's the tying run at the plate. Popped up, and that'll reach the seats out of play.
Well, seldom you see a hitter get jammed ahead in the count on a changeup. But sometimes you wait so long, you see it. You wait so long that you jam yourself.
One. Popped up. Infield fly rule called. Goldschmidt makes the play. 2 outs.
Good sequence right there. Go to the fastball off of that changeup that he got jammed on, and the 4-seamer beat him there. So good 1-2 punch there. See the 4-seam grip, going to come right in there, well located. You got him beat right off the changeup. The sequencing of pitches matters so much. You can have the best pitch in the world, but unless you sequence it right or protect it, it's not going to be as effective.
There's Michael Garcia, 0 for 3 tonight. High fly ball left field. Bellinger is there, and the Yankees win 4-1. 4 solo home runs. Great outing by Carrasco. The whole bullpen does its job. Williams nails down the save, and the Yankees win the first game of this 3-game set.
Well, the Royals came in. I mean, this is a big series, and it's a good way to get off on the right foot for the Yankees. Carrasco did a great job coming in as a starter. He had the big 3 home run inning. Big night for the Yankees.
Yeah, Carrasco's the story. You're going up against the Royals' best pitcher, who was second in the Cy Young voting last year, in Seth Lugo. He matched him and bested him, and gave the Yankees a chance to do what they do, and that is play the Bronx Bombers.
To the tune of Chisholm, Grisham, Rice, and Wells all went yard, and that was the Yankee offense as they beat the Royals 4-1. More to come. We'll have some awards and then the post game with Bob and Jack and Meredith.